Hey guys, it's Priscilla again from the La Gardenista Pharmacy. So I'm out here in the chicken area and I'm starting seeds and I need me some more soil. And I honestly do not feel like going to the store to go buy some soil. So I am going to utilize the compost and make my own potting soil. So remember I showed you guys where I had moved the chicken coop from here to here. So what I'm doing now, got a little screen, just extra hardware cloth just laying around, and what I'm doing is taking dirt from where they were before here, dumping it on here, and then pushing it through the hardware cloth. And I don't need a lot because I'm going to mix it, and there's a lot of worms in here that I'm actually either putting back and or giving to the chickens since they're in the coop right now instead of free ranging. So 3 scoops of dirt, and now I'm just going to push it through the screen. Okay if it falls out, it's okay if a lot of the wormies, such as this one, goes through, because I'll just pick them out and put them in with the worms in my worm bin in the garage. And just, this is what you guys can do in your compost area if you have one. I utilize a lot from the chicken area because they are naturally doing the job for me. So the hard parts, just throw it back over. And then, sorry wormies, can go in or get off. So then this is what I'm left with. It's finer. And then what I'm going to do is add some of the that white stuff to help with drainage. So I don't need a lot of dirt. I just don't feel like buying topsoil or potting mix, so I'm just going to create my own. Wormy. Sticky back over there. So this is from the 3 scoops that I just did and probably 3 scoops that I did before, and it's nice, soft. And then I'll add some additives to it to get it. Now if I wanted to screen it again, I could absolutely do that. Don't necessarily want to do that. Look at the wormies. This is how you know it's good soil, because worms don't like regular soil that don't have no organic matter to it, because they don't really have anything to feed off of. But this is how you know your soil has good organic matter, is when it is loaded with worms. So this is what I have to work with right now, and this is going to be good. So I'm going to take you guys inside and I'm going to add some stuff to it. Not a lot, because you don't need a lot for your seedlings, but just to help with the drainage. All right, so I'm back in the house, and that's the white stuff I was talking about. Just add some perlite in it, which will help with aeration and not allowing it to get waterlogged. You usually see this in your potting mix anyway. So I'll just mix that in. Add a little bit of moisture to it, not a lot. If you want, you can add peat moss. I don't necessarily care to, because this has been aged for a very, very, very long period of time. And I just rather use it like this because it's nutrient dense, but it's not going to burn the seedlings because it's had an opportunity to sit there for over a year. And then just like that, you have your own potting soil. If you want, you can get topsoil from the store, add into it, but I'm trying to practice a closed loop system where I don't have to keep bringing in things from outside sources to do what I need to do here. You know, for the first couple years, you're gonna have to anyway, especially like buying your own seeds until you're able to start harvesting your own seeds from your own plants and stuff. But there you go, just like that, with 5 or 6 shovels full of, you know, lovely dirt from the chicken area, I have my own potting soil. Thank you guys. There's going to be a lot coming in the near future because it is obviously that time of the year where you got to get your stuff ready for to get in the ground. And it's best to start a lot of it indoors when you can, because then you don't necessarily, it's crazy how many worms I see moving in here. It's best to do your own. It's cheaper to do your own because buying a bag of seeds is a lot less expensive than buying starts. You learn a lot more during the trial and error to see what will germinate, what won't germinate. And then, you know, you just get to put to practice a lot of that learning experience, and you get to start to create your own stuff. So making your own soil, not hard, but they charge you for something this size. In the store, it's going to be an $8 to $10 bag, at least in my area. So just for maybe 10-15 minutes, not even of work, because it took me longer to find the hardware cloth than it did scooping it out, screening it, bringing it inside, and mixing it. I just saved myself about $10. So not bad. But I also want to show you guys some of the things that are sprouting and let you know what some of the things that I will be doing within the next couple of weeks. So I'm rearranging things. I've got, don't mind this sign because on the other side, and this little thing tells you exactly what it is. I've got Big Daddy collards that are sprouting. I have onions that are sprouting. I planted comfrey seeds in here and in here, but only 3 sprouted. So that's what I'm talking about. You trial and error with your seeds. You get to see what works, what doesn't work. I didn't expect this to sprout as quickly as it did. I didn't expect that to sprout as quickly as it did. Here's some more onions. This one's more of a red onion. This one is a white onion. And I've got a yellow one here that hasn't sprouted yet. I've got beets over here. Yeah, I did small because I don't really care for beets. And then in this one, and you see how I'm reutilizing containers? These are containers from Wawa. Not, you know, shouting out Wawa in any type of way, but you can learn to reuse and to save yourself some money. Ashwagandha seeds are in here. My cuttings from my elderberry, my fig cuttings, the hibiscus, these are all hibiscus. Fig cutting, these are all my elderberry cuttings that I was selling before the last little bit that didn't sell. And as you see, they are sprouting. They're shooting out with new green. My banana plant needs a little bit of life. And then over here, I've got all the pineapples. I've got, in those small ones over there, I've got ginger growing. I got a mango that's struggling, a banana, pepper that I brought in to overwinter. That big tall one right here in the middle is a banana, and there's another banana on the other side. And then most of those are pineapple. So I will be starting pretty soon. Come on. As I was saying, pretty soon I'm going to be starting some tomatoes. I'm going to be starting peppers. I'm going to be doing a lot more of the brassicas and the root vegetables. So get my carrots done, some more onions. I'm going to get broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, lettuce, Swiss chard, the thick greens like the mustard greens, the collard greens, some other Asian greens. I will be getting that started. So I'm going to utilize, if I can get my stuff to work, I'm going to utilize this table. I've got another one out there, and I'm going to start utilizing the shelf space that I have. I just need to get more lighting. But yeah, you work with what you have. You go out buying an arm and a leg worth of material. Start with what you have, and start with what you like to eat. Learn to grow those items first, and then experiment thereafter. So you know you like tomatoes, start off with some tomatoes. If you know you like peppers and you cook with peppers a lot, start off with peppers. They're usually really easy to either grow them in pots, grow them in the ground, but start off with things that you like to eat. You know, kind of learn the ins and outs of how to plant those things, how to harvest those things, how to care for those types of plants, and then go from there. Experiment. It's not hard. You know, do one thing. Depend on one less thing from the grocery store, so, or from any other store. So today, the thing that I depended less on was potting mix. I went outside, got some dirt, used a little bit of the perlite that I had left here, made my own potting mix. Now I can go ahead and get some more seeds started. So till next time. Now, for those of you who are watching the video who have not yet subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification button, because I'm going to be putting out more content more frequently, since we're approaching the growing, well, we're in the growing season, but we are approaching that time of the year where planning is necessary, where starting things indoors is necessary, where you know, even direct sowing outside in some areas is also necessary. So if you enjoy what I'm doing, some of the content so far, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification button. There's going to be more to come. If you have any comments on or suggestions, thoughts, questions, put it in the comments. I answer pretty much everybody that responds or comments to my videos. I make it my best effort to do so. Remember, I am a mom of 5 kids, so my schedule can often be a little kind of chaotic and crazy, but I do try to reach out to everybody that reaches out to me. And I do try to support those that support me. So if you are a grower, if you are a gardener, if you are a homesteader, and you like my page, my YouTube channel, my Facebook group, which is also the La Gardenista Pharmacy, my Instagram page, I will also support yours. So one hand washes the other for me. Again, till next time, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button. Thank you for watching.